secure. I was doing a concert in Saratoga County last night, and we had an opening act from a gentleman who was 1 week shy of his 91st birthday. And he played guitar beautifully, sang sort of popular songs and Western songs. He said that morning he'd been singing at the hospital for the old folks. And if I could sing like that when I'm 91, Saul, you ought to book him.
What's his name?
I had this banjo sitting there, and people asking me at halftime if I just had it for decoration because I hadn't played it. So I will play it today. This is another recent song. I say I sing traditional songs and then I do 3 in a row that other people have written. It's the way it is. I learned this one from an Australian named Danny Spooner. And it's a song that it was written by John Warner from Sydney. And it's about convicts in what was a secondary penal colony. England sort of invented Australia to send convicts to because America hadn't worked out too well. And if they were bad when they got there, they were sent to a couple of the really nasty penal colonies, one of them on Van Diemen's Land. Another one I think was Morton's Bay, and these were places where if you escaped or if you did something bad again, then the punishment was execution. So these fellas stole a boat and decided to sail it to mainland Australia from Van Diemen's Land, which is Tasmania now. And it's a 90-mile trip across some of the roughest water in the world. It's very rocky, it's narrow. The whole Pacific Ocean keeps coming through there, with the tides, so it's extremely, the currents are very bad, and of course they wreck the boat and then they can't ask for help. Nice thing about the song, it's almost all chorus. Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I'll never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate and watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers on wild Bass Strait. Bass Strait is the strait between it'd be Victoria down there in Australia and Tasmania. Or would it be New South Wales? Bass Strait roars like a great mill race, and where are you, my Annie? And the same moon shines on this distant place, shone that night on my Annie's face. And Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers of wild Bass Strait. We stole a vessel and all her gear, and where are you, my Annie? And from Van Diemen's north did steer to Bass Strait's wild waves. They wrecked us here, and Annie dear, don't wait for me. I fear I'll never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers of wine. there's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers on Wild Bass Strait. Somewhere's west, Port Melbourne lies, and where are you, my Annie? Through swamps infested with snakes and flies, and the fool who walks there, the fool he dies. Nanny dear, don't wait for me, I fear I'll never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers of Wild Bass Strait. We hail no ships, though time it drags, and where are you, my Annie? For our chain gang roll and government rags, they mark us out as Van Diemen's lags. Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I'll never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers of Wild Bass Strait. We fled the lash and the chafing chain, and where are you, my Annie? We fled starvation and brutal pain, but here we are, and here remain. Nanny dear, don't wait for me, I fear I'll never return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate. Watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers on Wild Bass Strait. Melbourne's in Victoria. Sydney's in New South Wales.
We're both in New South Wales.
No,
Okay. Then you got it.
he knows.
From the cricket pitches.
From the, well, yeah, and the Australian Open tennis. And I got a cousin in Melbourne.
Okay.
Great job.